Everyday English Essentials.
How to learn English.
Finally, the workday is over. Today felt extra long, don't you think?
Yeah, it was a busy one. So many reports to go through. But I guess that's just part of the job.
True. By the way, you looked really focused earlier. Were you working on something important?
Actually, I was trying to go through some English documents. And honestly, it took me forever to understand everything. My English still isn't as good as I'd like it to be.
Oh, I see. Are you trying to improve your English?
Yeah.
I totally get that. Learning a new language takes time, but there are definitely ways to speed it up. Have you tried using English as much as you can?
Using English? You mean like watching movies and listening to music in English?
Exactly. Watching English movies with subtitles, listening to podcasts. And even changing your phone's language to English can help a lot.
I do watch movies in English sometimes. But I usually use subtitles in my native language.
That's a good start, but try switching to English subtitles. That way, you can match the words you hear with their spelling and meaning.
What about speaking? I always feel nervous when I try to talk in English.
That's totally normal. The key is to practice as much as possible. Do you know anyone who specializes in teaching English?
Not really. Most of my friends speak my native language.
Then you should try language exchange apps, or join online communities where people practice English. Even talking to yourself in English can help.
Talking to myself? That sounds a bit weird.
I know. But it actually works. Try describing what you're doing, talking about what you see around you. Or even having an imaginary conversation.
I guess that's a good way to practice without feeling embarrassed. What about grammar? I always get confused with tenses.
Grammar is important, but don't stress too much about it at first. Focus on communication. The more you listen and read, the more naturally grammar will come to you.
So, you're saying I should focus more on listening and speaking, rather than memorizing grammar rules?
Exactly. Think about how kids learn their first language. They listen, repeat, and speak before they even understand grammar.
That actually makes sense. Maybe I've been approaching it the wrong way.
Don't worry. Just make learning fun. Watch things you enjoy, read interesting articles, and talk as much as possible. You'll improve faster than you think.
Okay, so you've given me a lot of good tips. But I still don't know where to start. Can you give me some specific examples of how you practice?
Sure. Let's start with vocabulary. Instead of memorizing random words, I try to learn them in context. For example, when I watch a movie or read an article, I write down useful phrases or sentences instead of just individual words.
That sounds like a good idea. Can you give me an example?
Of course. Since we're in a cafe right now, let's use coffee as an example. Instead of just learning the word coffee, I'd learn full phrases like, "Can I get a cup of coffee, please? I like my coffee with milk and sugar. This coffee tastes a bit bitter."
Oh, I get it. So instead of memorizing single words, you focus on how they're actually used in real life.
Right. Another technique I use is shadowing. Have you heard of it?
Not really. What is it?
It's when you listen to native speakers and repeat what they say as quickly and accurately as possible, like an echo. It helps with pronunciation and fluency.
How do you practice it?
I usually pick a short clip from a movie, TV show, or podcast, play it, and repeat after the speaker right away. Here, let's try it.
Hi guys. It's a beautiful day today, isn't it? The sun is shining, and the sky is so clear. I think I'll go for a walk and enjoy the fresh air.
Now, try repeating it as fast and clearly as you can.
Okay. It's a beautiful day today, isn't it?
Not bad. Try to match the rhythm and intonation more closely. Listen again.
Hi guys. It's a beautiful day today, isn't it?
Hi guys. It's a beautiful day today, isn't it?
Much better. If you practice this every day, your pronunciation and speaking speed will improve a lot.
That's actually fun. I think I'll try this at home. Any other techniques?
Yes. Another good technique is retelling stories in your own words. After watching a movie or reading something, try summarizing it in English. This helps you remember words, improve sentences, and speak more confidently.
Oh, that sounds interesting. So I just take a story or a piece of news and explain it in my own words.
Exactly. You can start simple, just a few sentences. Then, as you get better, try adding more details. If possible, say it out loud or even record yourself to check your progress.
That's a great idea. It'll help me practice without needing a speaking partner all the time.
Keep practicing, and you'll see real improvement.
Thanks, John. You've given me so many useful tips. I finally feel like I have a clear way to improve my English.
I'm happy to help. Let's check in next week and see how your practice is going.
Deal.
By the way, I'm heading to an English club right now. Want to come along?
English club? I didn't know you were in one. What do you guys do there?
It's a casual group where people practice speaking English together. We do fun activities like debates, storytelling, and role-playing. And sometimes we even play games to improve fluency. It's a great way to practice without pressure.
My speaking isn't great yet. I might embarrass myself.
Don't worry. Everyone's learning, just like you. No one's perfect, and the best way to improve is by speaking as much as possible. Trust me, I was nervous at first too, but after a few sessions, I felt much more confident.
That does sound reassuring. But what if I don't know what to say?
No problem. The club always has a discussion topic. Today's theme is travel experiences. You can talk about a trip you've taken or just listen, and join in when you're ready.
That actually sounds fun. Do I need to prepare anything?
Nope. Just bring yourself and a good attitude. And if you get stuck, I'll be there to help.
All right. I guess I'll give it a try. But promise me you won't laugh if I make mistakes.
I promise. Mistakes are part of learning. Now, let's go. It's not far from here.
Hey, John. Glad you made it. And you brought a friend.
Yeah. This is Anna. It's her first time here, so be nice to her.
Hi. I'm a little nervous, but excited to join.
No worries, Anna. We are all here to learn together. Let's start with a warm-up question. What's the best trip you've ever taken? John, why don't you go first?
Sure. One of my favorite trips was to Japan last year. I visited Tokyo and Kyoto, and the food was amazing. I also got to see Mount Fuji. It was incredible.
Wow, that sounds amazing. I've always wanted to visit Japan. Now, Anna, would you like to share a travel experience?
Oh, well, I haven't traveled much, but I once went to a beautiful beach in Thailand. The water was so clear, and the sunset was breathtaking.
That sounds wonderful. Traveling isn't just about the destination, it's about the experience. Did you do any fun activities while you were there?
Well, yes. I took a boat tour to visit nearby islands, like the Phi Phi Islands. The views were amazing, tall cliffs above clear blue water, just like in a movie. Oh, I also tried snorkeling for the first time. It was fun but a little scary at first.
Snorkeling? That sounds awesome. What did you see underwater?
So many colorful fish and coral reef. It felt like stepping into another world. At one point, I even saw a sea turtle swimming nearby. It was incredible.
Wow, that must have been an amazing experience. How about the food? Thai cuisine is famous for its bold flavors.
Oh, the food was one of the highlights of my trip. I tried pad thai, tom yum soup, and fresh mango sticky rice. The flavors were so rich, spicy, sweet, sour, all perfectly balanced. I loved it.
Now you're making me hungry. Did you have any interesting cultural experiences?
Definitely. I went to a local night market where they sold everything, clothes, souvenirs, and tons of street food. The atmosphere was so lively, with music playing and people chatting everywhere. I also visited a Buddhist temple and watched the monks chanting. It was such a peaceful and spiritual experience.
That's amazing. It sounds like your trip was full of adventure, culture, and delicious food.
Yeah, it really was. Talking about it now makes me want to go back someday.
See? That was great. You shared so much, and your English sounded really natural.
Really? I was so nervous, but I actually enjoyed talking about it.
That's the spirit. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become.
So, what do you think? Was it as scary as you expected?
Honestly, not at all. I was really nervous at first, but everyone was so friendly and supportive. Even when I made mistakes, I didn't feel judged.
See? I told you it would be fun. You actually spoke a lot today. You shared your travel experience in detail.
Yeah, I was surprised at myself. At first, I worried about grammar, but then I realized that as long as people understand me, it's okay to make mistakes. I just need to keep practicing.
That's what the club is all about. Helping each other improve in a relaxed and fun environment.
I really liked the discussion part, especially when we asked each other follow-up questions. It made the conversation feel natural.
Yeah, that's one of the best ways to practice. Keeping the conversation going, instead of just giving short answers.
I feel like I learned so much in just one session. I should have joined earlier.
Well, better late than never. So, are you coming back next week?
Definitely. I actually feel excited to practice more. Maybe next time, I'll try to be even more confident when speaking. Thanks for inviting me, John. If you hadn't encouraged me, I probably would have been too scared to try.
No problem. Learning is always easier when you have friends to support you. Now, how about we grab a snack before heading home? All that talking made me hungry.
Me too. Let's go.
If you found this video helpful, give us a like, share, and subscribe to Everyday English Essentials for more lessons. Let us know in the comments what topics you'd like next. See you in the next video.